Happy Sunday, Vol Nation. This is Frank, House of Orange Sports Channel, coming at you. It's going to be a busy one today. There's a lot going on today. As I've said for a while, I was going to do some Lady Vols softball, and the season kind of snuck up on me a little bit, but they conclude they're playing Pitt at 11 o'clock this morning. Game 3, the Tennessee Baseball Pizza Series concludes today, and then, of course, Lady Vols play LSU in basketball, but I want to get into the Vols, Tennessee basketball over Oklahoma yesterday as 70-52. I thought it was an impressive win for them yesterday because this was a road game in the SEC. We saw just a week ago Oklahoma beat Vanderbilt by 30 at home, and it was one. I think anytime you go on the road in the SEC, you better expect you're going to get a team's best shot at that point. But this Tennessee team come out of the gates hot, and they never looked back. And, the second half wasn't near as good as the first half was, but it didn't need to be either. A lot of good things happened. They come out red hot shooting yesterday. And, they get a dominating effort while committing 19 turnovers yesterday, too. Just goes to show you how good they were from an offensive standpoint yesterday. Make sure you hit that like, that share, that subscribe along the way here as well. Appreciate all your support on this as well. And, for some Tennessee analytics and data stuff, if you want to go back, I had Jordan Moore, who does a lot of stuff on different platforms, Fox Sports Knoxville. He's done some stuff on some other channels as well. We talked about that Friday night. Go back and check out that live video. I'll link it at the end. It's some really good stuff that he's come up with. I'm hoping to have him on more in the future as well. I thought it was a really good show of the night. But this Tennessee team yesterday, you look at their stats. Of course, Chaz led the way with 21, Zeigler 17. But other than that, it was Milicic 8, Parra 8, Meshack 2, Gainey 5, Dubar 5, Phillips 4, and Boswell with his patented 0 points on the night that comes in. First half, Tennessee shot 69.23% from field goal range. 3-point range, they were 58%. They only got to the free throw line 5 times yesterday for the whole game, 3 out of 5. So it goes to show you they were, but it was not a crazy amount of threes taken either. They were 9 out of 21 for the game, right at 43%. That's pretty good. They were 50% field goals in the second half, which is still good. 2 out of 9 3-pointers, which was 22%. They dropped off in that area. But I think you take 43% from three-point range and definitely 60% from the field all day long. And then rebounds, they killed Oklahoma on the boards, 35-21. That is domination, folks. That is absolute domination from this team. And it was really kind of a spread around effort. Lanier had 5, Zeigler 4, Milicic 4, Akpara 3. That's your 2 main guys, Milicic, Akpara, and the fact Allen combined for 7, and you still dominate. That's pretty good. Meshack 2, Gainey had 6 boards, Dubar had 1, Cade Phillips had 6, and Boswell had 1 yesterday. So this was, again, Oklahoma 21. Oklahoma only had 1 guy in double digits. Jalen Moore had 12 points for Oklahoma. Other than that, nothing. Again, you go on the road, and they held Oklahoma to 32% field goals for the game, 26% three-pointers. Hats off to Oklahoma. They got to the line 12 times, and they didn't get to the line any in the first half, 12 times in the second half, and they hit all 12 of them. That's big-time free throw shooting right there. Hats off to them. But Tennessee had 11 second-chance points yesterday, only 4 fast break points, bench scoring, 14-13, not a big difference on either. Tennessee, 36 points in the paint. Oklahoma, 20 points off of turnovers. Tennessee, again, had 19 turnovers. They forced Oklahoma into 12 on the day. Oklahoma had 14 points off turnovers, 10 for Tennessee off turnovers. And this, again, 45 points in the first half, 45-25. Second half, not as much, but Sometimes we've seen it before, like in the Baylor game earlier this year, where Tennessee just absolutely come out guns ablazing. They come out on fire and dominated the first half, and then there was a drop off second half. And I think it's natural. Sometimes you're obviously running more clock, and maybe you're not as amped up at that point. I don't know, but fact of the matter is that first half they took care of business, and this has concluded a really nice 3-game stretch, in my opinion. You had obviously the Vanderbilt loss. You had Tennessee comes back, gets a win after that against Mississippi State, and then you had the Auburn loss where the offense just looked ugly. It looked ugly for both teams. Then you had the Kentucky game where Kentucky shot lights out and Tennessee fired up 45 threes in the game. There was no kind of offense that night. But an interesting stat, I see Jordan Moore put it out yesterday. Tennessee, when Zakai Zeigler has more assists than three-pointers taken, is 15-1 on the season. And hats off to Zeigler, man, because after that Kentucky game, I said I've questioned his shooting on it. He has come back. He was injured, of course, against Florida and out. But since he's come back, he has shot really well. And whatever he's done, he's obviously put in some work, or maybe it's just working out for him. But 3 out of 4 yesterday. My only problem I would have yesterday with Ziegler's game was the 4 turnovers. That's a little much, but, sometimes it happens. But overall, 17 points, 9 assists, 4 steals, 4 rebounds on the day for him. Great day for him. I can nitpick 2 out of 4 from the free throw line a little bit, but if there's a better point guard in college basketball, I've got to see who it is. I'd be hard pressed to find another point guard who's better, and especially if he's shooting the ball the way he has the last couple games. Nah, there's not a better point guard. He's he's rated efficient wise as one of the top 10 players in all of college basketball. He's gonna have a real shot to be a first team All-American this year, and it'd be well deserved as well. But now you look into this team took care of business. I'd take any win on the road. Oklahoma's now 16-7, 3-7 in conference. Tennessee 20-4, 7-4 in the conference. And Tennessee, I think it was Jordan Moore again. Tennessee has the second most quad 1 wins in the country. And it was a help yesterday with Florida beating Auburn. I seen people saying, well, we needed Auburn. No, we didn't. We needed the Florida looks better on Tennessee than Auburn does. So that was a help for Tennessee. That helps their metrics out more as well. And, the biggest thing for Tennessee is going to be take care of business the rest of the way. There is some tough teams coming up. There's some tough games that they have. But, just looking at Tennessee right now, according to KenPom, they are 4th. KenPom still has Auburn 1, Duke 2, Houston, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama. So there's your top 6 according to KenPom. And just looking at it as well, looking at Tennessee's schedule the rest of the way now. Of course, this is a big week coming up. Tuesday night against Kentucky. We will be live directly, getting back into the live game scene. Saturday, definitely Tuesday night. Next Saturday, probably not, because I'm planning on going to the Tennessee baseball game. So Tennessee plays Vanderbilt next Saturday at 1. This is a get-back week. Obviously, Tennessee lost both of those games. You're going to Rupp. It'll be tough. Kentucky will be fired up for this one. But if you're Tennessee, you have the best defense in college basketball. Your offense has gotten back to complementing your defense. Again, if you come out Tuesday night, play your game. Don't give Kentucky all the wide open looks that you've given. I don't imagine that will be the case on Tuesday night. I think you'll see Tennessee adjust just like they did against Florida, just like we'll probably see against Vanderbilt next week as well. Barnes has seen them. He's seen them once. They'll be prepared Tuesday night. And I fully expect they're going up to Rupp to get that win on Tuesday night. Again, Vanderbilt next Saturday. You know, if you're this team, especially if you're Vanderbilt, you've heard all, you know, I don't know if there was a lot of talking after, I can't remember on that, but you want those two back. You want them back. You get through this week against Kentucky, Vanderbilt, then you get that midweek bye. You're off a week, and then you go to Texas A&M 2 Saturdays from now. That's one of the toughest games left on the schedule. You go to LSU Tuesday, February 25th. LSU is one of the worst teams in the conference. You go down there and play your game, you're winning that one. Alabama comes to town March 1st. With it being at home, I fully expect Tennessee to win that game. This is a tough one, too. March 5th, they go to Ole Miss. That'll be a road game. That'll be a tough game. They'll have to bring it. And then Tennessee concludes the season against South Carolina at home. Tennessee could run the table on this. Tennessee could lose numerous games, too. It's still a tough schedule left the rest of the way. They'll have to bring it. I don't think it's reasonable to expect them to run the table, though. I really don't. Not with 3 really tough road games. And Kentucky's one of them. You're going to have to bring it Tuesday night, because if you don't, I mean, Kentucky's already beaten you once. You allow them to shoot. You allow them to open looks like they had the first time, you'll have a hard time beating them. But I expect a better defense, and I expect next Saturday against Vandy that the team will be ready, and that game is sold out now. I expect that Thompson-Boling Arena will be rocking too. But I'm going to wrap up on that one. I've got more content coming today with a lot going on in Tennessee athletics. We will be live tomorrow night for our season preview of baseball. Kerry Williams, myself, will be live. We're going to kind of sum up our videos we did previewing it. We'll kind of sum it up. We'll talk pizza series. We'll talk what we're expecting along the ways. There's been a little bit of a curveball thrown that I didn't see coming with the pitching, but it's still not a bad thing by any means on that. Tuesday night, I don't know who will be with me. It may be me. It may be more on it, but I'll be live after the Kentucky game, and then we'll see moving forward how we're going to attack baseball this coming weekend, because I'm definitely going at some point to Knoxville. I'm just not sure what days or how it's going to work out at this point. It may be Saturday and Sunday, or may just be Sunday. I don't know. We'll see at this point. But thank you guys for the support. Make sure you check out the links in the description for the membership per month, for the Patreon per month. All those do go to help the channel. It is greatly appreciated as well. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Frank, House of Orange, last but not least, go Vols.